Good morning, nieces and nephews. Yesterday, the SPY gave us a little bit of a higher close, hitting my 61.8 fib level, my blue fib levels. I was around 544. It hit that, didn't quite clear it on the daily chart. We gotta be careful here. Because I'm looking at triple Q. You can see the breakout when it broke out the green trend line yesterday. On Tuesday, but yesterday it gave us a doji. Now, one or two things could happen when we see candlesticks like this. Could get an evening star pattern, which is what the bears want. An evening star pattern is a bearish 3 candle setup. Gonna need to gap down, but the bottom line is it needs to stop breaking down support. And if that does play out, the third candle is usually a pretty big, decent bodied, volatile one, bearishly. All right. So if it is bearish on triple Q, right now triple Q is around 463.4. So I got support at 463, 461.5, and 460. Those levels fail. This could end up being an evening star pattern. However, it's not always guaranteed that it's going to be an evening star pattern, guys, because a lot of time we get this big move up. Next day is just a cool down day, and then we can get that next volatile move to the upside. Now, if that is the case, then next support resistance needs to clear 464.5 and the fib level at 466. If those levels clear, we are bullish, guys. 468, 470 plus in coming, possibly all the way up to 473 plus. All right, so be prepared to react. You guys got my levels. Be prepared to react in either scenario. It could be a good move. All right, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to F around and find out. And as far as SPY goes, SPY is in around a sell zone. You guys can see that downtrend line. It's in a sell zone right there. And it's sloping down. And it's starting to align with my fib level at 544. Okay, SPY is a little above that right now in the pre-market. If SPY is to be bullish, it needs to stay above 544 and clear 546 to put 548 plus in play. All right. If we fail to clear 544 and we break it down, some bearish follow through would be to also break down 542 and 540. Always safe to play level to level and use our runners to catch the potential bigger moves. But now that we are in this sell zone, this major inflection point, and we start breaking down support, that could be the bear stepping up. All right, watch out for an elevator as well if it is. Don't argue with the price action. All right, so above 544, clearing 546, we are bullish. Below 544, breaking down 542, we are bearish. Tesla, it broke out that triangle pattern and it did give us a beautiful move to the upside. It did clear that fib level of 205. This was on Tuesday, but guess what? Yesterday, false breakout setup. It broke that level back down. Okay, we had a double top around that 208.5-ish level, broke down 207, broke down 205. False breakout setup on the daily chart. All right, so right now, next support is around 201.2. Next support is at 200 and 198. If those levels fail, this is going to continue. The false breakout setup is going to show follow through. That is bearish. We are heading down lower. Trust no bounce unless lost levels are recaptured. That means right now we have 202, 203.5, and 205 as resisted. If we are to trust a bounce and get bullish again, maybe to go retest this blue downtrend line, well, those resistant levels must clear for us to consider that. 202, 203.5, and 205 needs to clear, especially 205. Why? Because that's the fib level that we lost yesterday, giving us the false breakout setup. All right, so it needs to recapture to invalidate that setup. Get 207 in play, and as well as 208.5. At a double top around 208.5, that's the level that also must clear if it's going to go test that blue downtrend line. All right, guys. NVDA showed some good buying pressure yesterday right off of my 114 level and maintained the breakout of the 115.5-ish level. If bears want a pullback, they need to start breaking down support, starting with 117, 115.5, and especially yesterday's low, which also happens to be my support level at 114. There's a buy zone there. If those levels fail, especially 114, that shows us that the buy orders are all absorbed. And if buy orders are all absorbed, there's nothing stopping the price to drop down to the next critical level. All right. So below 117, 115.5, and 114, get bearish. All right, look to short when support fails. Now, otherwise, if we are to be bullish, 118.5 and 120 must clear to put the next fib level at 121.6 in play, and above 121.6, maybe, just maybe, we go hit this fib level at 125, and above that, the downtrend line, the pink downtrend line, which would need NVDA to go to 127 plus. All right, guys, be ready to react unbiasedly. Good luck today. Peace.